Hello girlfriends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me. Special welcome if you are new here. I try to post curly hair content every Friday, so I'd love to have you join me every week. If you'd like that, consider hitting the subscribe button over here on this side, little black button. And if you enjoy these type of videos, a thumbs up really helps as well. But let's get into why we're here today. I have been so excited to try this product for you, and let's just bring it to you. Let's introduce it. It is the Miche Tropical Oasis Gel. Now, as I said, I have not tried this. I did open it yesterday just to kind of see the consistency. And I gotta be careful with this here, I think. It's kind of got a loose custardy consistency. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if that's showing up very well. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Kinky Curly custard. I've seen a lot of people use this as a one and done styler, so that's what we're going to try today. I think the game plan is to apply some of this to my hair, brush it through, brush style it, and then maybe see if I need to apply a little bit more afterwards. So I have freshly washed my hair. It was just a regular shampoo and condition kind of day, and there is no leave-in, no cream or anything on my hair. So let's get into this. I'll give you more of the specs of this as I'm brush styling it through my hair, but first off, the scent of this is phenomenal. I love it. I love fruity scents, and this smells tropical and fruity. It smells like pineapple, which is the second ingredient. So let's see the texture here. Okay, it has a little bit more thickness than I thought. I thought this was going to be a little bit more stringy or goopy. See how that works on my hands. Seems to spread pretty well. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more though than just that, because this is my only styler. So I'm going to put that on one side. I'm going to have to re-wet my hair. That's for sure. I know this is supposed to be applied on very wet hair, and mine is just kind of drying out as I've been talking. But it applies really well. Like, it goes through my hair without a problem. Okay, I'm trying to combine those two amounts that I did for the other side in just one shot here. And I am working it up to the top too, because I definitely want to make sure that I have, you know, humidity protection, the hold and everything like that up at the top. So all right, my hair is pretty well detangled, but I'm just going to kind of distribute it a little bit more with this Tangle Teaser brush. And then I'm going to be styling with my Bounce Curl brush. As this dries down on my hands, it's very sticky and tacky, and so that's probably why they want you to keep your hair pretty wet until it's at its desired style when you go to diffuse. This is the Miche Tropical Oasis Gel. It retails for $23. Introducing our revolutionary styling solution, the Tropical Oasis Gel for Hold and Anti-Humidity formula is infused with refreshing essence of fresh pineapple juice. Specifically designed for curly coils and wavy hair, this innovative gel will keep your locks in place all day while combating frizz caused by humidity. This has been carefully crafted using only the finest ingredients, with a special emphasis on harnessing the natural benefits of pineapples. Freshly squeezed pineapple juice is not only bursting with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, but also contains the natural enzymes that helps to nourish and strengthen your hair. The directions say to start on clean, detangled hair, and hair must be wet before applying the gel. Section hair into small to medium sections to apply gel to the hair, and use your fingertips to rake and smooth each section after applying the gel. For best results, diffuse or sit under a hooded dryer to set hair. Alright, so as I was brushing that through, I could really feel the gel through my hair, and as I'm scrunching, I can just feel a residue from the gel. So my plan was to go in with a little bit more, and I still think I'm going to do that, like scrunching upside down. But it is really clumping my curls, I feel like. I almost wish I would have brought a small tooth comb to like kind of break that up a little bit more. But I guess we'll see how it turns out. So let me get in position to apply a little bit more gel upside down. I'm going to wet this down, I think, just a little bit more before I get upside down to put a little bit more gel on. I can see why they say it's important to have your hair very wet when applying this because I feel like it would probably just frizz and snag more than it would help anything if you try to do this on damp hair, at least in my personal opinion. Okay, just going in with just a little bit more, just a little fingertip. And that might even be too much. Okay, I did one squeeze with that and I felt like it was going to be too much for my hair. So I glazed it over the top, did one squeeze, like one scrunch. Felt like it was going to be too much. So I'm just going to get my hands wet with my mist bottle. And now I'm just going to scrunch what's already in my hair. You can hear that my hair is very wet by the squishy sound. So far, it looks like I have good curl clumps. Like I said, I feel like this was really clumping my hair. I don't know how good like the definition or the spiral will be. Some products can give you defined hair, but just not necessarily the spiral pattern that you're looking for. But that's what we're going to find out for. See if this product gives us that. Okay, I don't think I'm going to leave this wet plop on my hair very long, 10 minutes at the most. But I forgot to show you how like sticky or tacky this gel is. So I have a little bit on my fingers and we're just going to, like it doesn't leave so much stringiness, but there is definitely resistance there. And then this is the product after I've used some. You can see I haven't used much at all. This will last me a long, long time. But I will be back after my hair is diffused and we'll see what we're working with. Okay, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully diffused. And this is what the curls are looking like. Let's take a closer look at each side. I will say that I feel like I have very defined curls, but let's just back up here because we're not finished yet. My hair is soft currently now at this point, but as I was diffusing, there was a cast. It took a long time to diffuse, which I expected it to kind of because my hair just felt heavy. It felt kind of like a heavy styler. So when I use those kind of stylers, it generally takes longer to diffuse. As I was diffusing, there was a cast, a pretty significant cast, but it broke up the further I went along in the diffusing process. So as I said, now my hair is very soft. You know what? My hair might still be a little bit damp right here. Maybe. Oops. Oh well, we've come this far. We're gonna finish the process because I don't feel like going back. But anyways, I have not scrunched out the crunch. And so while there is no crunch really to speak of at this point, I like to do it just as a little extra sealing to my hair. Did about a pump and a half of my argan oil. I'm gonna flip upside down and just kind of smooth this over and scrunch out my hair. And I may separate some of my curls at that point, and then I may flip back over and separate some more then as well. Okay, so yes, I did a boo-boo. My hair was not quite dry. I thought it was. I honestly thought it was, but it's not. So it does have the potential to frizz a little bit more as I'm separating my curls while it's not completely dry, but we're just going with it anyways. Here's a chunky curl. I think we can get a couple curls out of that. I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of separating. This is not going to be as easy to separate as I thought. Okay, I may let that one go back together and try that again. If I pull the curl out and I kind of push it back together, you can see how it separates right here. And that's where I kind of get the idea that I need to separate the curl. All right, so let's get another look at this hair then again. And this side. So what are my thoughts? This gel gives me some good definition. It's not my tightest curl pattern, but I feel like that's going to spring up some more tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to be checking back tomorrow to see about that. But as of right now, like I said, it's defined, well defined, but it's not like coily, super curly and stuff like that. It has a curl pattern to it, definitely. And for some people, they would consider this really curly, but it's not what I would consider really curly. Well, on my last wash days, I had phenomenal spiral curls throughout all my hair. So that's kind of what I was hoping for with this, but I do feel like this is going to give me a good hold. We'll see how it works in the heat and humidity. I do have some errands to run, and I might just kind of sit outside, you know, read a book in some shade today, just kind of seeing, you know, letting the humidity work on my hair as well. I do think my hair has good shine. I do think well, I'm not sure how I feel about the volume. When I first came out here, I felt like my volume was not good at all. But a lot of times for these harder holding gels, I don't really expect to get good volume. But after I flipped it up, it looked a little bit better. So maybe as I anticipate my curls will spring up a little bit more into day 2. So maybe as that happens, my volume will kind of like increase a little bit. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So like I said, I'm going to check back tomorrow and give you more of my final thoughts then. So I will be right back. Okay, curl friends, welcome back to day 2 using the Miche Tropical Oasis hair gel. And so let's take a closer look at some of my results here. I will say that yesterday I realized after I finished filming that I neglected to do a few things. I'm going to blame it on the fact that oftentimes I have multiple things that I want to talk about, and so I kind of have like a running list in my head. I'm constantly going over it even as I'm talking to you, and in doing that, sometimes I skip over some things on the list. So I apologize, but one thing I forgot to mention yesterday was the moisture level of this product, since I did use a single styler, no cream or leave-in underneath of this. And I will say that my moisture yesterday was good. Like, it was on point. It wasn't over moisturized. It wasn't under moisturized. Like, my hair didn't feel dry or anything like that. And it feels the same today as far as that goes. So my hair still feels soft. Now, I've been having issues of my hair drying out a little bit more lately. I don't know if this is like an internal change or if it's an external change. I'm still trying to work that out. So, but it's not characteristic of how my hair normally has been. But anyways, my hair feels in good shape today as far as the moisture. And then another thing I forgot to address yesterday was the frizz level. Now, this is supposed to be a harder holding gel, but I will say I did have some frizz yesterday. I do have a little bit of halo frizz. It was a little bit more than I expected yesterday when I started off, and I really apologize for not bringing that to your attention. I can't believe I missed that, but I did. And it was one of those things, though, that you couldn't notice as much in this setting, I feel like, as I could in my bathroom lighting. So maybe you wouldn't have been able to pick it up anyways. But I think today my frizz level looks pretty good. Actually, I feel like it looks a little bit better than yesterday. I don't know how that works for me sometimes, but I was outside in the heat. We had some heat and humidity. The humidity wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be, but I was outside a lot. It was pretty windy, so my hair held up very good. I still have good definition. It's not my tightest curl pattern. I do have a few tighter curls underneath, I feel like, but it's not my tightest curl pattern, but it still is well defined, and I like that. I still feel like I have good, healthy looking shine, and the overall volume or shape of my hair is not flat. It's not really super volumized, but I didn't necessarily expect that with just a gel. But I'm happy with the way my hair is laying, except for this piece. This piece is doing something funky. I don't know. Just ignore that. Another thing that I forgot to do yesterday was to show you the back of my hair. And after I finished filming this video, I was like, oh man, I forgot to show them the hair. Well, I'll just tell them to refer to my Instagram photos. And you know what? I forgot to take a photo of the back of my hair yesterday. So I remembered it, like, as the sun was setting and my lighting would not be good. So I apologize for that too. So you get to look at day 2 hair. Overall, I really do like this gel. I love how it's holding up. So if you get a chance or have the means to, I would encourage checking it out, giving it a try, seeing if it works for your curls. I feel like for people with finer hair, you just go in with less, but I still think that you could use it. People with more coarse hair or more dense hair, you could probably go in with a little bit more of the product. I think this could potentially work for any texture of hair. Now, it's just kind of an educated guess, but that's my thoughts on it. I do feel like my curls have shrunk up a little bit more since yesterday. I do feel like yesterday they were hanging just a little bit longer. Like the curls haven't fully sprung up, but that's oftentimes what my hair will do, especially with a more moisturizing product. The more I'm thinking about this though, if you do have baby fine hair, like extremely fine, mine I would say is like fine, kind of medium. But if you have baby fine hair, you might not want to choose this product. It might be too heavy for your hair. But otherwise, if you have just like regular fine hair or fine to medium, I think you're going to be good for it, and anyone with a coarser texture. So that is my overall thoughts on this product. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. It helps me out. I always love hearing from you. Let me know what your favorite summertime gel is. I'd love to hear that and see if maybe I've tried it or not. It's always interesting to know what others are doing to protect their curls in the summertime. So until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.